Hello, my name is Sara Oehler and I'm the Sales and Marketing Manager for www.softflexcompany.com. In today's video, we're going to take a look at a brand new pair of pliers that we just started selling on the Softflex Company website. It's called the LoopRite Pliers, and I can't wait to show you how to get a handle on these pliers and make some really awesome jewelry making components. So these are our new LoopRite pliers, and as you can see, one of the best features of these pliers is they have predetermined marks for millimeter size. So you can make a 2mm ring up to an 8mm ring, and the two sides are graduated so you can do multiple different sizes on both ends of your pliers. And so I find this really helpful for consistency if I'm trying to make something like an ear wire and I want the loop to look the same and I want the big ring that goes through your ear to look the same. I can use the same notch on my LoopRite pliers. So today I'm going to make a few basic components that are very useful using our softflex craft wire. Softflex craft wire is a copper-based wire. It has a color polyurethane coating, and the color is permanent. So in this case, I have a beautiful vintage bronze, but it comes in lots of different colors. And this is really handy if you want to make your own components like ear wires, because it's hypoallergenic and non-tarnishing. It's hypoallergenic because it has a polyurethane encasement that keeps it from having the copper actually touch your skin unless you're using bare copper, which is fantastic. And then also you can match your findings to your project. So you can make ear wires in a multitude of different colors as well as chain or even a clasp. So we're going to do all three today, starting with the ear wires first, just to give you an idea of how easy it is to make your own ear wire using this new LoopRite plier. So I've got my softflex craft wire. I'm going to go ahead and unspool, a generous amount here. You're going to want a pair of nylon jaw pliers for any project using craft wire, really. You can also find these on our website, www.softflexcompany.com. But basically, the nylon jaw pliers will pull clean the wire so that it doesn't have any of those bumps or bends from being on the spool. It'll also start the work hardening process, which is really nice when you're working with the craft wire, because eventually we want it to harden into this beautiful ear wire shape. So I'm going to go ahead and just work off the spool. I often do that because it allows me to save a little bit of cash. But you can also pre-cut pieces once you've determined the length of your ear wire. You can pre-cut them so they're always the same exact length, and that can be handy too. But I'm going to go ahead and work right off the spool. So anytime I get started with craft wire, I like to take the flat side, the flush side of my cutter, and just trim the edge of the craft wire so I know I've got a nice straight flush cut where I'm starting. To make these ear wires, I'm going to use the 2mm size on the LoopRite pliers. So if I bring that up, you can kind of see there, I'm just following this line guide here for the 2mm size. And I'm just going to bend it around until the edge of the wire meets the base of the wire. So we've got a nice little perfect little circle there. And then I'm going to go ahead and work on the next part, which is the part that'll go actually through your ear. And for this, I actually used the 8mm size, which is the biggest size on the LoopRite pliers. So I'm holding on just above the loop that I made, the 2mm loop, and I'm just going to use my hand. You want to line it up with your 8mm size, and I'm just going to use my hand to pull it under. And I may have to switch grips even here. There we go. So that we can get the right size. And match it up nicely before you take it off the plier. That way you can make sure each of your ear wires is going to be consistent and the same. So then once I've got that off, I've got my ear wire shape ready to go. All I need to do is trim. I'm going to use the flush side again, and you can measure this if you want to. Sometimes I'll use the previous ear wire just to do a quick measurement to make sure it's the right size, but you can also use a ruler and measure it. And then you can just take your handy dandy nylon jaw pliers and make a little bend, and that'll just help that ear wire stay in your ear. Now you can make this as long or as short as you want. I might shorten it up just a little bit here. So I'm just going to trim using my flush cutter again. And we have our handy dandy ear wire, and then I'll make one just like it for my second ear wire. And what I like to do once I've got my ear wires made is I lay it on this wonderful object here. It is called a wire whacker, and it's a nylon slab. You can find these on the Softflex company website as well. It work hardens your metal entirely, especially when you're making a solid metal piece like this. So this is going to be loud. Excuse me, but I'm going to slam this one down on top. I'm literally going to whack it 3 or 4 times, and that uniformly is supposed to work harden your ear wire so that it doesn't pull out of the shape real easily. Now, if I really tug on this, of course it'll pull out, you know, just like any ear wire that you have at home, but it's really pretty hardened to where it's going to stay in that shape for the most part, unless something really dramatic happens. So that's a great way to use our new LoopRite pliers. I also was doing a little bit of work with making some chain. So I was just making some little figure 8 guys, and we'll make a couple of those and link them up so you can kind of see how that works. And then also just a simple clasp, very similar to the ear wire. I used the 7mm size though. So let's take a look at that. I'm going to get my craft wire ready to go again. So I'm going to straighten my wire. I'm going to trim off my edge. And we're going to work on this little bit of chain now. I'm going to use, I think I used the 3mm if I remember correctly. So I'm going to take my wire and I'm going to line it up with the 3mm line. And I'm just going to turn until the edge meets. And then I'm going to flip around and I'm going to turn the opposite direction for the other side. So I'm going to turn the opposite way to make this little S hook. And then you want to use your flat side facing into your design. So flat side facing into what's actually going to be left here. And then you can go ahead and close that up. Again, you want to work harden any new piece. So like for this, for example, I made all of my pieces, work hardened them on the wire whacker. And then I took them and combined them together. If I were to whack this, it wouldn't make sense because they're kind of, they're linked and so they would bend. But if you do each one individually and then put them together just by opening it up and sliding it on, you can create a really fantastic chain. You can also add beads very easily by making your loop like sort of like a, let's see here, sort of like an eye pin. So I would make my 3mm loop. So I've got my loop, and then you can cut this off like an eye pin. And I would use this just to, oops, straighten this out a little bit. It keeps turning on me. Straighten that out just a little bit and make sure our wire's nice and straight. And then you've got a perfect little eye pin. You just slide your bead on and then make a 3mm loop on the other side, and you can start adding beads to your chain as well. So that's another great way to use these great LoopRite pliers. And you're going to get a consistent loop on each side that looks the same because it's marked very clearly with the size. So the last thing I wanted to look at was just this cute little hook here. And I'm going to grab yet another piece of wire and move this off to the side. I'm just going to unroll a little bit more of my craft wire. Softflex craft wire comes in lots of different gauges. I'm using the 20 gauge today for jewelry components, but we have as thick as 18 gauge all the way up to 28 gauge. Okay, so I'm gonna clip off my end again because I like to start fresh with a nice flat flush cut. And then I'm gonna do the same similar fashion to the ear wires. I'm gonna make a 2mm loop first. It meets there. And then instead of the 8mm, I think I used a 7mm for this particular clasp. So again, I'm going to match up to that 7mm and make my shape. You want to make sure you're getting it around it really nice. There we go. And then for this, I cut it off just a little bit shorter, so closer to my loop rather than as long as the ear wire. Just gonna cut that off. And then again, you can just take your pliers, you could even take your little round nose plier and just bend that up just a little bit so it has just a little bit of space to grab on. And last but not least, I do want to talk about this too. This is a burr cup, and I use these on my ear wires, and also if I make a clasp like this, after you work harden it, you're gonna stick this little end in this burr cup and it files it down and smooths it out so it's just not quite so sharp. And I will do that not just on my clasp, which is important because you know you don't want it to catch on your shirt, but also your ear wires, because your ear wires go through your ears and you want a nice smooth edge there to go through your ear. So that's another product you can find on the Softflex company website. Thanks for joining me today to learn about these fantastic new LoopRite pliers. You can find them on our website at www.softflexcompany.com. Please click to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you found this video helpful. And you can also join me live on Facebook regularly on the Softflex Company Facebook page, usually on Tuesdays and Wednesdays at about 1 p.m. Pacific time.